Hi, everyone. This is meteorologist Don Paul at the home office on my YouTube channel, Don Paul Weather Plus, taking a look at the week ahead, starting with the 21st this afternoon on Sunday. You may have noticed, if you've been outside, it is less humid. It's not dry. It's not a crisp air mass, but it is a little better than what we've had the last couple of days. And for the most part, temperatures underperformed in the misery index, even though the dew points came up. The only 90s I saw yesterday were on the Weather Underground site. A couple of locations on the Orleans County shoreline reached 90 or 91 degrees. But for the most part, the lake breeze came through for the metro area. That was expected, but we had a lot of cloudiness in the mornings of both Friday and Saturday, which helped to keep the high temperatures down. So Buffalo never got to the upper 80s, and it was even more comfortable on the Lake Erie shoreline. Pretty nice afternoon today, partly sunny skies. And these clouds you see on this high-resolution satellite imagery from GOES are not bearing much in the way of precipitation. You have to go all the way back to the Midwest to see much of anything. And then there are some fairly strong storms that will stay south of us, south of the Chicago metro area right now. The story for the week ahead has not changed dramatically. We will be more comfortable for a whole bunch of days in a row, which I think to a lot of you will feel good after what we have been through. We're starting out with a look at the surface map midweek. This is the ridge of high pressure, which will keep our humidity at more comfortable levels. We're on the cooler side of it, even by midweek. Now, on Monday, temperatures in the models are showing up at upper 70s, but I think there may be enough low-level cloudiness around to actually keep us in the low to mid-70s with moderate humidity. The dew point this afternoon is at 64, 65, which is still somewhat humid, but we had dew points in the 70s for Saturday and Friday, and that is oppressive. That's like Houston and Tampa. And we're through with 70s dew points for some time to come. So even by midweek, we're still on the drier side of this ridge of high pressure, which precludes any serious precipitation getting close to us. We look ahead to Thursday, the ridge of high pressure now beginning to slip to our south, and that's going to allow the warmer return flow to begin to ooze back in here. And then by Friday, we're really getting into more of a southwest flow. Now, when I wrote for the Buffalo News on Friday about excess heat vamoosing, at that time on Friday, it looked like we might come up to about 82 by Friday this coming week. And now it looks like we may actually come up to about 85. And some heat and humidity will be returning by the time we get to next Saturday. The server here on this NOAA website seems to be a little slow, but we're into a southwest flow on Saturday, which will get our temperatures pretty well above average, but not quite as warm as what we've had the last couple of days. And with a southwest flow, there we are. Here's the Saturday picture, the ridge of high pressure off to the east, and there's that long fetch of warm, humid air, which pulls up some Gulf moisture. Maybe a couple of isolated thunderstorms along the edge of a lake breeze, but the early look ahead to next weekend shows classic midsummer conditions, probably as we take a look at projected high temperatures for Saturday in the mid-80s. And that's really where we were. So we are coming back to midsummer heat, but not the kind of excessive heat that had been forecast and has actually developed. New York City's heat index at Central Park a couple of hours ago was 100 and still going up, and it's been just beastly in Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, and many parts of the Midwest. But we're looking at high temperatures here. This is typical midsummer heat, above average, but nothing extreme. So it looks like a fairly quiet week. We may start to see an increase in a few thunderstorm rounds showing up toward next weekend. But if you had your complaints earlier in the season about too cool for the pool, well, early this week, temperatures will be slightly below average on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but goosebumps should be held to a minimum, especially as we get to the end of the week. So that's a quick look at the week ahead. Enjoy it. I'll be popping up here from time to time. And if you see that subscribe button below this video, hit it, please. It helps. Thanks.